Hey guys, welcome back to GeoBoss DE. Today we're going to be checking out a video titled Northern Germany, Meet the Germans Road Trip, part 1 of 4. So I'm checking out this video. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. I noticed that a few of my reaction videos that I did for DW has suddenly begun to, they started to block them. So I'll see what happens, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope I enjoy this video because I really actually do like reacting to their videos because it's something unique and it tells you a lot about Germany. But however, guys, if you want to leave any suggestions, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to get to 10,000 subscribers. Once I hit 10K, I'm gonna be meeting the Germans. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and let's get right to this video.
Moin!
Moin!
Hey! Moin! Moin!
Moin!
Moin!
Moin.
Moin! Welcome to the first leg of our Meet the Germans road trip. And as you might have guessed from the
Wait, so moin, does moin means hello? Because if that means hello, that's really crazy because in Finnish, Finland, moi, so without the N, but the same MOI, means hello. So that would be interesting.
greetings right there, we're up north. According to the Happiness Atlas, this is where many of the happiest Germans live. That doesn't necessarily mean that
okay.
you feel the happiness oozing out of them. The Northerners are known for their cool approach and for being people of few words. Moin doesn't actually mean morning. It's thought to come from the Low German for good, and it can be used as a greeting at any time of day. You might also hear moin moin, but in some areas that's thought to be over the top. For our jaunt around northern Germany, we'll be visiting the states of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Schleswig-Holstein and Niedersachsen, as well as 2 of Germany's 3 city-states, Hamburg and Bremen. Don't be deceived. While the weather kind of seems okay today, these guys are never far away. To describe the typical northern weather, let's use some local terminology. Schmuddelwetter, essentially dirty weather, or Schietwetter. Yes, that's weather that's, well, sheet. So we're talking cold, wet, and with
Windy.
a good dose of wind.
Yeah, that's like the combination that you don't want. Wet, cold, and windy. Like when it's cold and it winds, it makes it even more cold. When it's cold and it rains, it makes it colder. When it's raining and it winds, it makes the rain stings, meaning that the rain is going to hit you harder. The rain is going to come with force. I cannot give the physics behind those 3 combinations are just, it's nothing fun. I can tell you that because we've probably all experienced those 3 combinations with when the weather is pretty darn cold and it's raining and it's windy. Like, it's insane, my guy.
Germany actually look like? Well, it's pretty flat and pretty green. There's more than 1,500 kilometers of coastline as well as many islands.
Wow.
More than half the land in the north is used for agriculture. There are various large companies based here, for example, car and ship manufacturers, and tourism plays a big part in the coastal economy. The northeastern state of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern is the least densely populated state in Germany, with just 69 people per square kilometre. But what it lacks in people, it makes up for in lakes. In fact, it boasts Europe's largest landlocked lake district.
Wow.
MacPom is the only new or former East German state in the north of Germany. You can still see a few reminders of this era, for example in its Plattenbau or prefab architecture and long stretches of FKK nudist beaches. Perhaps the most iconic symbol of German beaches is the Strandkorb or beach basket. It was invented here in Rostock in the late 1800s as a comfortable solution for wind-battered tourists on the Baltic coast.
Wow.
Today you can rent them along much of Germany's coastal areas and...
Wow, bro, they got take this to South Carolina. I've never seen something like that. Like, okay, listen. The Germany, shout out to Germany and everything regarding, she was talking about the coastal and everything. If you've ever been to South Carolina, you know that South Carolina is coastal. It is coastal. It's at the end of America, just like Florida. It's at the end. It's coastal. So we got a lot of beaches. We got lots of sand. We got lots of people there, right? Because everybody trying to, get their spot on the beach. I've never seen one of these things before in my entire life. And that would be so amazing because those would sell out like immediately, because you always have folks trying to sell you the umbrellas, but the umbrellas, like, I don't know, umbrellas it's just not going to compete with that, in my humble opinion.
Islands. Talking of islands, I honestly had no idea that Germany had any islands until I moved here.
Same.
Which is pretty embarrassing considering it has more than 40 of them. You've got your more schickimicki Sylt, where you can do a bit of German celeb spotting. For the best chance of sun, head to Fehmarn or Rügen, or venture further out to the Helgoland archipelago. Then there's the chain of East Frisian Islands,
Wow.
many of which are car-free or car-restricted zones. I've taken a ferry over to one of the larger islands, Norderney, in order to get a feel for German island life.
Ja, hier ist es ruhig.
Ruhiger wie auf dem Festland.
Definitiv entspannter.
Man braucht kein Auto.
Und ganz gesunde Luft, man schläft ja wie tot.
Hier ist so ein bisschen heile Welt noch. Im Winter haben wir ein bisschen Ruhe, jetzt haben wir ein bisschen Trubel. Ne? Da leben wir natürlich von.
Hier hat man Ruhe, Sportbewegung. Die Work-Life-Balance ist einfach fantastisch.
This is also a really rich area for biodiversity. The Wattenmeer is the world's largest unbroken system of intertidal sand and mudflats, and a large part of it is found along Germany's North Sea coast.
Wow.
It's a vital site for migratory birds, and it's home to numerous plant species and animals like seals and harbour porpoises. One thing that connects all the northern states is language. Low German, known as Plattdeutsch or Niederdeutsch, is an officially recognised and protected regional language. It's descended from Old Saxon, and it has many different
Wow.
local dialects, such as Hamburger Platt and Mecklenburgisches Niederdeutsch. While High German has been encroaching steadily since the 1950s, Platt is still widely spoken among the older generation, and efforts have been made to preserve the language, for example with radio shows and lessons in schools. And some young people are also keen to keep their linguistic heritage alive.
Moin Leeflu.
Why not?
Moin Leeflu. Ik ben Dieke en vandaag wij de Plattdeutsch Dünnedag. Ja, ik ben Dieke, ik ben 22 Jahre alt, ik komme uit Auwok oder uit Südbrockmanland in der Nähe von Auwok und mittlerweile lebe ich hier auf der Insel Norderney. Ich glaube, das Plattdeutsche ist einfach wirklich super natürlich und es wird einfach frei Schnauze geredet und selbst die bösesten Schimpfwörter klingen irgendwie lustig und man nimmt es nicht übel. Es ist halt in der Vergangenheit eben häufig so gewesen, dass ältere Personen ihren Kindern oder ihren Enkeln das nicht mehr beigebracht haben, weil es dann immer hieß, die können dann niemals wirklich Hochdeutsch sprechen oder das gab da immer so ein paar Vorurteile in der Vergangenheit und das kann ich halt total widerlegen. Mir hat das sogar eher noch viel gebracht, weil das auch ähnlich zum Englischen zum Teil ist und dadurch ist mir zum Beispiel das Englischlernen eigentlich relativ leicht gefallen dann in der Schule. Ja, also
That's cool. I would have never imagined that. That's actually cool. If it makes you learn English easier, man, that's a huge plus because despite what everybody or anybody might think, I personally think that English is the #1 language in the entire world to learn. Like, it's good to know that. If you know Finnish, German, Dutch, whatever you know, it's good to know English as well because I think it's the only language you can go to another country and there's a high possibility that you will find, that's the highest second language that other people know. If you get what I mean, like it's like you go to, you're from Germany and you visit Finland. You don't know Finnish, right? What is the second language that you expect that Finns are going to be able to speak? It's either going to be Swedish or freaking English. You know what I mean? So I think it's good to learn English. And if this actually helps you to learn English, man, go ahead. Like, I think it should be preserved as well. Like, why wouldn't you preserve it? It's something sacred. It's something special.
ist eben ein Teil von Ostfriesland und auch ein Teil von Norddeutschland, das ist eben
Right.
werden muss.
Back in the day, Low German was also the Seemannssprache, nautical language, and Hansasprache, Hanseatic or trade language. And that's our cue for a little walk down memory lane. The Hanseatic League was an organisation of merchant guilds, ports and market towns that dominated trade in Northern Europe from the 13th to the 15th century. And it all began here in northern Germany. Hanse was a medieval German word for guild or association, and the Hanseatic League was set up in order to protect mutual trading interests, from tax arrangements to defence against pirates. Lübeck and Schleswig-Holstein had easy access to both the North and Baltic Seas. It was the hub of the Hanseatic League and one of the most important trading posts in Northern Europe. Many northern cities like Lübeck, Wismar or Stralsund still wear their Hansestadt or Hanseatic City titles with pride. Have you ever wondered why cars registered in Hamburg have HH number plates? That stands for Hansestadt Hamburg.
Oh.
And here we are in Germany's second largest city. It boasts the third largest harbour in Europe, the largest warehouse district in the world, way more bridges than Venice, and more than 100 swans, a symbol of the city's historical sovereign status. This northern
Okay.
metropolis is also known for its Reeperbahn Red Light District, its striking Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall, and fish, fish, fish. Hamburg is also the youngest German state, with an average age of just over 42. Incidentally, red brick architecture, particularly Backstein Gothic or brick Gothic, is typical of northern Germany, which lacks sufficient natural supplies of building stone. Anyway, back to the fish. Unsurprisingly, seafood is a staple of northern cuisine.
I mean, you got a lot of
Absolute
water.
classic is Matjes, soused herring. Other traditional dishes up north include Kohl und Pinkel, that's kale and smoked sausage, and various hearty soups and stews. Labskaus was originally whipped
okay.
up from long-lasting ingredients for sailors on long trips at sea. It's kind of a mush of corned beef and potato. If you're lucky, you might get some pickled herring and a fried egg on top. Fancy something sweet? Allow me to introduce you to one of my...
I mean, it doesn't look that bad until you zoom in. The egg is totally fine. The pickle is fine. But I don't know about that little pink, red looking ass thing, man. Like, I don't know about that. Y'all can let me know what that is in the comment section, though.
all-time favorite German foods, which was invented right here in Hamburg. The Franzbrötchen. Think cinnamon swirl, but even better.
Looks
And
good.
of course, we can't neglect the beer. Exactly which brand you drink depends largely on where you are. Here in Bremen, just as everywhere else, there's plenty of local pride involved. But here in the north, we're generally talking some kind of Pilsner. But there's another drink that I've had on my bucket list for ages, Ostfriesentee. Move over Turkey and Great Britain. Ostfriesland is apparently the tea drinking capital of the world.
Really?
The East Frisians drink an average of 300 litres of tea a year. And there's a whole ritual involved. I've come to Leer, the birthplace of East Frisian tea, to get initiated in a traditional tea ceremony.
Tea ceremony,
Erstes
boy,
braucht
what?
man erstmal einen schönen Kluntje. Der kommt zuerst in die Tasse. Dann gießt man den Tee ein und das knistert jetzt ein bisschen. Der Tee ist schön dunkel und kräftig. Das ist ein kräftiger Assam-Tee. Dann braucht man Sahne und das machen wir immer
Hey!
Uhrzeigersinn.
Nah, bro. The way how she getting the tea done, bro. Like, I'm not sure if the first thing she had was a cube of sugar or ice. I'm not sure. I'd imagine it's sugar. I don't use sugar. I don't like sugar. Sugar bad for me, so I don't rock with sugar. Right? You guys might like it. It might be good for you guys. I hate it. Right? However, the way how she put that thing together, man, I would just drink that thing right up. I ain't even gonna question it, bro. Like, dude, she put the cream on the side like that. I have never seen someone done that, bro. It's like, right on the side. She ain't even went, she went, nah, boy.
weil wir beim Teetrinken die Zeit anhalten möchten.
Look at that.
Und das Ganze nennt sich dann das Wulkje, weil das aussieht.
Nah, bro.
Umrühren darf ich nicht, oder?
Nein, es wird einfach so in Schichten getrunken. Also man trinkt gleich erstmal so diese sahnige Schicht und dann trinkt man langsam eben sich durch bis zum letzten süßen Schluck.
Okay.
Die Menschen haben ja hier früher sehr viel auch draußen gearbeitet. Es war oft schlechtes Wetter, es war kalt, es war nass. Und da war so eine Teepause sehr willkommen, weil der Tee ist schön heiß. Außerdem wird bei der Zubereitung von Tee ja das Wasser abgekocht. Und das war sehr gut, weil das Wasser war oft sehr keimhaltig hier in Ostfriesland. Die Leute wurden krank, wenn die das Wasser so nicht abgekocht getrunken haben. Als Ostfriese wächst man da einfach rein und man weiß eigentlich gar nicht, wie man anders Tee trinken kann.
Don't be surprised if your host tops you up immediately. Apparently it's commonplace to drink at least 3 cups. Then you know
Dang!
you've had your fill by placing your teaspoon in your cup. Please leave your top tips for Northern Germany in the
Wow.
comments. And I'll see you soon. Nice to meet you.
Northern Germany is very interesting, man. It's very interesting. I can't hold you. Like, obviously, northern countries might share similar things because I do think that a lot of things here, especially the tea situation, is similar in northern Finland. I think you drink a lot of tea over here. So, very good video, man. Like, it's very interesting. Like, Northern Germany is pretty interesting, but yeah, y'all can let me know which side of Germany you prefer. East, West Germany, Northern Germany. Now we got that. So yeah, shout out to Germany. Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.